What goes into building a car? Literally thousands of highly skilled engineers, artists, model makers, clay workers, aerodynamicists, technicians, and testers. Out of all of that, over a span of years and virtually hundreds of iterations, comes a single car. But today, there seems to be no limit to the ways in which people can modify their cars, commonly known as car mods. These are typically cosmetic alterations people can make to their cars to customize and make it look cooler. So buckle up, hit that like button to show your support, and subscribe to receive updates first. And be sure to watch the whole video to avoid car modifications that'll make you look like a complete dumbass. Number 1. Spinner hubcaps. A popular item for the car mod crowd is the super annoying spinner hubcap. Meant to turn independently of the wheel, spinner hubcaps are another item that serves no purpose, other than to annoy every car you pass on the street. In fact, spinner hubcaps are so irritating that several US states have passed legislative bills to ban them on the grounds that they could be distracting or disconcerting to other motorists, and as such, represents a safety hazard. Nevertheless, spinner hubcaps continue to be one of the best-selling items at specialty car modification shops, with people buying them out of state and adding them to their cars even in jurisdictions where they are banned. Sad but true. Number 2. Too much tint. Tinted windows on the side and rear of a car can serve a purpose in that they reduce the glare of the sun and can protect the privacy of children. But tinted windows everywhere on a vehicle, including the windshield, is completely useless and serves no purpose other than to make other people on the road assume you're a criminal. In most US states, there are legal limits to how dark a vehicle's windows can be tinted. In some jurisdictions, it's illegal to tint the windows at all. This is because some geniuses tint their car windows so dark that they're actually hard to see out of and lead to accidents. And at night, tinted windows just seems ridiculous. While tinted car windows may look cool in rap music videos, they're not practical or needed in real life. Plus, they're expensive, more than $1,000 in many cases. Number 3. Xenon or HID lights. Staying with the lighting theme, another waste of a car modification are xenon headlights, or high-intensity discharge, HID lights. This lighting is growing in popularity as an alternative to halogen headlight bulbs that are known to produce excessive heat when on for extended periods. The HID lights may produce less heat than halogen headlights, but the blue-white light emitted by xenon bulbs is so bright that it has been known to impact the sight of other drivers. Worse, recent tests have shown that HID headlights do not improve road visibility by a significant margin, and that most HID headlights are not wired properly into vehicles, which could lead to the headlights actually being dim and useless. For the expense, this car modification is not worth it. Regular factory-installed headlights will do for, well, every one of us. Number 4. Big beautiful brakes. Nothing screams incredible performance like a gorgeous set of brakes. It's true, especially when they're huge and fancy looking, with holes in them. However, your brake discs do not need holes in them. This is only a thing because race cars in the 1950s had to relieve gas pressure caused by overheating brake pads. But modern pads don't outgas like they did 60 years ago, so those holes don't do squat. Moreover, if we talk about physics, slowing your car down involves converting forward momentum into heat energy and storing it in the rotor. Adding a larger rotor increases that storage capacity, but if you're not racing on a track for long periods of time, you don't need that extra capacity. Sorry. Number 5. Fake performance badges. Talk about delusional. Slapping a sticker onto your sedan isn't going to turn you into a high-end performance model. That BMW 325i isn't really an M3 just because you placed a sticker over the 325i etching on the rear of the car. And believe it or not, most people can tell. Yet despite this fact, a staggering number of people continue to buy stickers and slap them on the lower-end model cars to give themselves the illusion that they're driving the higher-end model car that they covet. We suppose that this is the most affordable way for people to live out their dreams, but it nevertheless reflects badly on the owner of the car and is a sad, albeit more affordable, waste of money. Really, the only thing this car mod accomplishes is to make people feel sorry for the owner of the sticker-covered car. You're only fooling yourself. Number 6. Lowered car. Lowering a car has all sorts of benefits in terms of cornering performance, but this isn't a more is more situation. Lowering a car too much messes up the suspension geometry, and after a certain point, you'll notice that the handling gets worse. Alternatively, if you hope to hold on to your vehicle and enjoy it for longer, I'd highly recommend not lowering it. The increased wear and tear that you'll inflict upon it with lowered suspension makes it a questionable proposition long term. Suspension systems in modern cars mean they're actually faster in the real world in comparison to lowered vehicles. Our roads are never perfect, so why would you drive a car that's been set up for that? Number 7. Big wheels. Seriously, why are bigger than normal wheels required on a car? In most cases, the large wheels look out of place, and in many instances, they expose rusting brakes. Even cosmetically, big wheels don't look good or add much to a car. A set of 18-inch wheels on a Honda Civic looks ridiculous and adds nothing. Also known as low-profile tires, these larger tires add nothing of value and need to be stopped. As always, there are laws and limits to how big the tires on a vehicle can be, for safety reasons, of course. But that doesn't stop many people from trying to cram the absolute biggest tires possible onto their car. And while big wheels get noticed, it is always for the wrong reasons. Be smart and stick to the recommended tire size for your car, especially if it's a regular vehicle. Number 8. Stick-on hood vents, hood scoops. Come on, people, we're better than this. These are the fake vents or scoops that people buy and stick on the hood of their car to, we assume, make it look like a racing model. Real hood scoops improve airflow through the vents, increasing efficiency of heat and air conditioning. But fake hood scoops are phony pieces of plastic glued on the car where air doesn't even go onto the engine or anywhere else. Yet sadly, stick-on hood vents are a bestseller on eBay, where they can be purchased for as little as $5. We know that people want to make their car look cooler than it is, but this isn't the answer. In reality, many of these fake hood vents fly off when driving down the highway, and these stick-on hood vents are usually added to cars that are not in any way a racing vehicle. That Toyota Corolla doesn't look like a street racing vehicle with the fake hood vent stuck on it. Time for an honest moment with ourselves, folks. Number 9. Fake engine sounds. That Scion FRS car is not known for having an engine that roars, or purrs for that matter. In lieu of upgrading the engine, people can add fake engine sounds to their car. For a decent amount of money, people can add a set of speakers under the hood to make it sound like the engine is souped up and ready to rumble. The car will sound badass, and nobody will know we're full of it until you engage in a street race and the limits of your car's power are exposed. But in most instances, cars will sound like a powerhouse thanks to the fake engine sounds, and you'll be able to annoy the people stopped beside you at red lights. This car mod is completely unnecessary, useless, and silly. But whoever said being cool required people to be practical or smart, right? Number 10. Fake spoilers, wings. Is there anything worse than wings on the trunk of a car? If there is, we can't think of what it would be. Also known as a spoiler, the purpose of car wings is to decrease the slope of the airflow path down the back of the car, which purportedly decreases drag, increases mileage, and keeps the rear window clean for sports cars. In reality, wings and spoilers only serve to make it more difficult to open the trunk of a vehicle. Wings and spoilers look trashy and serve no purpose on ordinary cars. The larger the wing or spoiler, the more stupid it looks. Of course, this fact hasn't stopped wings and spoilers from being among the most popular car modifications around. Stop the insanity! This isn't Fast and the Furious! Not all of the car accessories and modifications on the market improve your car. Best case scenario, they make no noticeable difference to the comfort or performance of your vehicle. Worst case scenario, they can actually damage your car in the long term. Don't forget that if a modification changes your car significantly, then you can end up paying more insurance. Would you still consider having any of them on your own car? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, which we know you did, thumbs up to show your support, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. Until next time.